I've been thinking a lot lately about what it means to work with an AI co-founder. Not in the sci-fi sense, but in the very real, very practical way I do it every day. And one thing keeps coming up: business intelligence. When people hear business intelligence, they think dashboards and data warehouses. But when you're working alongside AI systems as a core part of your team, business intelligence takes on a completely different meaning. It's about understanding what your AI can see that you can't, and what you can see that it can't. Let me give you an example from last week. I was analyzing user feedback for one of my products. I had maybe 30 conversations to go through. I could have done it myself in a few hours, picked out the themes, written up a summary. But instead, I handed it to Claude and asked for patterns. What came back surprised me. Not because it was magic, but because it noticed things I would have glazed over. Small word choices. The difference between someone saying they need a feature versus they want a feature. The emotional temperature of different user segments. My human brain would have eventually gotten there, but it would have taken me 3 passes instead of 1. This is the intelligence multiplication effect. It's not that the AI is smarter than me. It's that it processes information differently. It doesn't get tired at the 20th piece of feedback. It doesn't have the same confirmation biases I carry around. But here's where it gets interesting for business intelligence specifically. When I work with AI systems day to day, I'm constantly making decisions about what to delegate and what to keep, and those decisions themselves generate data. Every time I choose to have AI draft something versus do it myself, that's a signal. Every time I override an AI suggestion, that's information about where my judgment and its capabilities diverge. I started tracking this informally a few months ago. Not with fancy tools, just notes. Which tasks do I naturally hand off? Which ones do I always want to review closely? Which AI outputs do I trust immediately? And which do I triple check? What emerged was a map of capability boundaries. And that map has become one of my most valuable business intelligence assets because it tells me where to invest my time and where to let AI run. Traditional business intelligence is backward-looking. You analyze what happened to predict what might happen next. But when you're building with AI as a co-founder, you need a different kind of intelligence. You need to understand the shape of possible collaboration. You need to know which problems become trivial with AI assistance and which ones stay hard. There's also the meta layer. The AI I work with today is not the same as the AI I'll work with in 6 months. The models improve, the context windows expand, the capabilities shift. So the business intelligence I need isn't just about my current AI co-founder, it's about the trajectory. This changes how I make strategic decisions. I don't just ask if I can build something now, I ask if I'll be able to build it better in 3 months with improved AI assistance. Sometimes the answer is to wait. Sometimes it's to start now and plan for augmentation later. The hardest part, honestly, is staying calibrated. It's easy to either over-rely on AI or underutilize it. Over-reliance looks like accepting every output without critical thought. Underutilization looks like doing everything yourself because you don't trust the assist. I try to stay in the middle, critical but open. I treat AI outputs like I'd treat advice from a very capable analyst who doesn't have my full context. Valuable but requiring integration with everything else I know. What I'm learning is that business intelligence in an AI-augmented company isn't about the AI generating insights for you. It's about developing insight into the AI itself, understanding its strengths and blind spots as intimately as you understand your own. Because at the end of the day, the competitive advantage isn't having access to AI. Everyone has that now. The advantage is knowing exactly how to work with it, knowing which questions to ask, which outputs to trust, and where human judgment remains irreplaceable. That knowledge, that intelligence about intelligence, might be the most important business asset I'm building.